Hey people, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Thought I'd better tell you about the new 4x4 Diesel workshop, and this is a bit about the hoist. The hoist that we've chosen to go with. I did a bit of research, and I did remember Andrew from a few years ago. Andrew's over there, he's in the blue, helping out with the install. The two guys in the orange are the usual installers for the Joel's Garage hoists. So I did a bit of homework. You couldn't find an Australian-made hoist anymore, which is something that I was interested in. But other than that, you know me, I like quality, I like value for money. I remembered Andrew, he got some injectors off me a couple of years ago, and I did actually go past his work at the time, was in, I think, Caroline Springs or Trigonina or somewhere around there, and do the compensation codes and the pilot learn for him. And it was that time where I realised, okay, the hoist, Joel's Garage, never really thought about it again since then. And just recently, obviously, we needed the hoist, and I thought, well, it was going to be a port of call to suss out whether their hoists are any good, you know, because I don't want rubbish. And as it turns out, there's some information that I probably can't really share with you at this point, but subscribe and turn the bell on. What I'll say is they seem to be a good quality hoist, and they're just going to be getting better. They're going to personalise these hoists more to exactly how they want them. So the business was started by a gentleman by the name of Joel, who I haven't met yet, so I'm assuming he's a gentleman, but he's a mate of Andrew's, and he's a gentleman, and Andrew runs the shop down in Melbourne. So if anybody's after a hoist, I think these are awesome value for money. The hoist that's getting installed here is just a little bit over $3,000. I'm going to try and set up a discount for you guys. So if you are in the market for a hoist, I'd suggest, you know, make Joel's Garage one of the Joel's Garage gear. Not only hoists either, they've got benches, compressors and other workshop equipment, and I think that'll probably be expanding also. So we'll be sort of looking there for our gear also. But like I always do, I like to recommend, it's an Australian-owned business. Obviously, none of the hoists are made in Australia, but I believe it's very good. The questions I asked him initially were, look, I don't want to put in a hoist I'm going to have problems with, okay? So, and he said, no, you're not going to have any problems, and if there was any issues with any of the hoists, we're going to pick it up straight out of the box. Some of the other questions, because I know with other hoists, some of the problems you have is rams, you know, and I ask questions, and, you know, they keep them in stock and they're really cheap, but they don't generally have problems with them. So all the answers that I wanted here. So I'm happy with the hoist, the value for money, everything I know at this stage about it. Andrew's awesome to deal with. He owns a Prado, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask him, if somebody contacts Andrew at Joel's Garage in Melbourne and says, oh, you know, Anthony Prado sent me, you've just got to say Anthony Prado, there's going to be some sort of a discount. Now, depending how well I know you, there'll be a minimal discount, or if you're doing something in our Prado community to help other people, there may be a bigger discount, because it's the whole community thing, and that's why we're doing this video now. I wanted to tell you about it. We'll probably end up with another one of their hoists as well, but one thing at a time. We're setting up a 4x4 diesel. We won't call it the Prado Hospital, it's a bit of another Prado Hospital. This is going to be the 1KD FPV engine replacement hospital. Not that we do many, and all the people doing the right thing, doing the maintenance, generally can avoid any sort of issues, but it's generally all the people that miss that. The guys are the usual installers. That's Dave here on the right here. He's been doing these, I think, for about 10 years for installing hoists or Joel's Garage.
Move it or move or whatever, you're just not going to flush.
Yep,
so
that's
no
it.
hole.
So how deep did we drill?
I reckon about 250.
250, that concrete's out of control.
Yeah.
Beautiful, all right, go for it, let's see. Unreal. Awesome, we've got our hoist install happening, obviously. Hey Andrew, you got a sec? I've got a couple of questions for you. So this is Andrew from Joel's Garage in Melbourne. Come off camera, mate. Let's just hide behind here, mate. Everyone can watch. I'm sure that's more exciting than looking at us.
Yeah, no worries.
So how long's Joel's Garage? About 10 years, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been about 10 years since our first container ever turned up.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
How many hoists have these guys installed?
Dave over there is in the thousands. He's
Yeah.
one of the most experienced subcontractors that we use.
Probably that's why he knows what he's doing, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely knows what he's doing.
So, definitely makes it look easy watching these guys.
So how do you know Joel?
We started our apprenticeships together
Oh yeah.
25 years ago, 24 years ago.
Yeah, nice. So, yeah. And how long have you been working for him for?
We're coming up to 4 years in October.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay. And you look like you're staying there, you're not going, no change of plans
Got
there?
no plans to go anywhere, no.
Locked in, yeah. And the business is sort of growing, I'd imagine, yeah?
Yeah.
Just getting more and more, yeah.
Business is growing.
What's the chances we can organise some sort of small discount for people watching this video that might want a hoist?
Definitely.
Yeah, because I reckon it's, as I said earlier in the video, I mentioned, you know, good value for money. Definitely awesome customer service at this point. So fairly reliable hoists, value for money. What else do you want, you know? What's the chances? What do you think? I mean, I was thinking about people whether they should do, you know, DIY install. Probably not really a good idea.
Look, I always say to people, stick to your profession.
Yeah.
If you're a builder and you can work a Saturday, and pay someone else to do it, you know.
Because my original thinking was to do an install video, so then we can help people that want to save a few bucks and install themselves. But the other way to think about it, it's a bit like when you do your injectors. Okay, if you join the VIP group, you get trained, or you know what you're doing, you've got that basic background information, you can do it yourself. But a lot of people, what they do is they just bring it to us, because it's like, just let someone that's done it hundreds or thousands of times.
Yeah.
And you're kind of going to do it once. Injectors is once every, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. The hoist, you're going to do it once in probably 20 years.
Exactly.
So you might as well just get it right the first time. So these are the guys that, if you're around Melbourne, would probably be doing the install, yeah?
Yeah,
Is are these the only people you use, or you
No,
got
so we-
we've got other options as well?
Yep, so we've got Camelli Hoist Services, which he's done a lot of our work over the years also.
Yep.
Dave's just recently come out on his own. He used to be an employee for another company.
Yep.
And yeah, he's put his son on now as well, Brad, that's used to work for another company as well, installing hoists.
Nice,
and, yeah.
So this is a 4.5 ton.
Yep, this is our most popular hoist, most versatile.
Yeah. So you sold thousands of those, would be accurate, would it?
Yeah,
Good.
most definitely.
Okay. Well, job done, beautiful. Looks good, I'm happy with that. Now, I noticed I was talking to Dave.
Yep.
And he said, because he was talking about, I asked him about what brands of hoists are good and what aren't, because he installs obviously a lot of different companies and whatever as well.
He does, yeah, he's not our employee, correct?
That's it. And I don't think he was pulling my leg, but he's pretty happy with these hoists. So I think that's really good. And there's some other brands he did mention, crap brands, but we won't talk about those, and he doesn't like doing them. So if there was a problem with these hoists, then I'm sure he'd not be that keen to do them. So that's good feedback as well. So excellent that it's worked out this way, I think.
It's been quite smooth so far, so that's how we like it.
So you're here in Melbourne. So did Joel used to be in Melbourne, obviously, as well? Because he's not in Melbourne now, is he?
No, Joel's not in Melbourne. Joel
Where is
works
he?
remotely. He's up in Queensland.
Queensland? What do you go to Queensland with all the other... Let's not say that C word, the C word we don't say. When did he go up there? What year was that?
It was 2020 he went up
Oh,
there.
right, so it was that. He said, I'm out of here before we get knocked down. Anyway, so we've got a hoist shop up there as well, a warehouse?
We haven't got a shop as such. We've got a warehouse where you can pick up.
Okay.
It's just
so storage and pickup sort of thing, but it's not a showroom, whatever.
It's all it is. It's a warehousing company that holds our product.
And he'd have installers up there as well?
Yeah, we've got installers up there.
Yeah. And what if people in Sydney or Perth or something like that want a Joel's Garage hoist, or do we ship anywhere in Australia?
We ship everywhere in Australia.
So let's just put it out there for people over in Perth that might be watching, thinking, I'm interested in a hoist, for about a bit over $3,000. Sounds good value for money. Ant's given it the go-ahead as far as quality. He's got one here himself in his new 4x4 diesel workshop. We don't want rubbish in here. What would it cost to ship a hoist like this to Perth? What do you reckon?
This model here, off the top of my head, I think you're looking about $550.
$550, yeah.
Perth isn't the cheapest to get to.
Yeah, so still under $4,000. So still a lot cheaper than some of the other hoists on the market that arguably this is maybe even better than. So this is, as far as I'm concerned, let's wrap this up. This is really good value for money. This is what I've put in. Contact Andrew at Melbourne. What's your mobile number if anyone's watched to the end of the video? Send him a text message. Yep. Let him know Ant Prado, sent you. And what's the number, mate?
Yep, so 0421 639 653.
Okay, that phone's going to say... No, that was me. Right, mate, thanks for your help.
Business hours if we could.
Yeah, business hours is good. School hours is even better. So you say school hours happen for business hours. That's what I do. So that's, in case anyone's not sure, in Melbourne, check the time difference between the West Coast. Because, when you're texting us at 6, 7 o'clock at night, might only be 3 or 4 for you, but for us, we're having dinner. So, yeah.
Also, our Melbourne warehouse, we've got a showroom set up.
Showroom, yeah.
In the flesh.
What I might do is come down, because I'm impressed so far with the product and the service and everything like that. So I might come down and we'll do another video and just run through some of the other gear at some stage. So subscribe, turn the bell on if you're interested in this sort of information. Bada bing, bada boom. I think we're out of here. Is that it?
Thanks, Anthony.
No worries. Thank you. Thanks, Andrew. See you, mate.
Cheers.